Yo fellows, what's up? Trikax here and welcome back to another video. So today is the lecture 5 of logo making on Adobe Illustrator 2021 in Windows 10. So in today's video we will learn about saving and applying colors, and we will learn more about stroke. So let's get started. So guys, to begin with, just go to your Adobe Illustrator, and I've just made a document. I've just used the poster and applied to artboards here and just made some shapes. So in this artboard, we will learn about saving and applying colors, and this artboard we will learn about stroke. So about saving colors, you can see I have made this new yellow color from color mixer from here. You can see the values, and if I want to save it into my swatch so I can easily access it in other document, just go down and click here. You can see this is new swatch, so just click here and you can see the color here, and this is the color type, and you can keep the color's name. So I will keep it to my green, my yellow. So you can see the color mode RGB and the color type process color. This is the global, this is not global. There's another spot. So the spot is not global or is global, and process color is not, it could be global or not global. So this is the color mode RGB, the standard color mode. So R stands for red, G stands for green, B stands for blue. So when we combine these color specific value, we get this color. You can see the values 255, 255, 44. So I just want to change it a little bit. Now you can see, and to save it, just click OK, and now you can see this has been saved by the name my yellow. So now let's apply this color to this triangle and this triangle. So to you just press escape to escape from this window, and now we can apply them without individually applying them. So to do that, just select this triangle first, then the other shapes by clicking shift and select this. You can see these two shapes are selected. Now let's select this blue rectangle, and you can see this yellow rectangle, red and blue rectangles are selected. It seems that this purple triangle and this semicircle has been selected, but it hasn't been selected. It's just these rectangle that has been selected. So now to change their color, you just click here. There's a question here because it is saying that they are all different colors. So now let's go to my yellow and just change it to my yellow. You can see here. Now let's learn how to change the name and change it to a different color. So to change its name or change it to a different color, just double click here, and you can see this has been shown up. So let's change this to a little green, this here, and let's change this here. So you can see here. Now let's change the name to green, my green. So the color has been changed to my green. You can see here my green, and this has been green color. So to check the preview, just click here. Let's change this to a more green, light green. Now to check the preview, just move it here and just click on preview. You can see it has been changed. So there are many more color mods like CMYK. I'm telling you this because this is helpful, because these are the coloring. This C stands for cyan, and stand for magenta, Y stand for yellow, and K stand for black. So these are the inks you will find in a printer. So if you want to print some papers, so these are the best color mode you want to print them. And because these inks are available in the printer, let's change it back to RGB. This is the normal color mode. So this just combine all the colors and just make this. So you can click here for the older preview, and this is the new preview. The color type, let's click OK, and you can see this has been changed. So we are done saving and applying colors. Let's move on to more about stroke. So in here, we will learn more about strokes. So by clicking the stroke word, we can get to know more about the stroke. We have learned about changing the stroke width from here and changing the stroke color from here. Now let's learn about aligning stroke and corners and cap. So corners and caps are more shown in a rectangle. So let's move on to align stroke. So you can see now some stroke is inside and some stroke is outside of the film. If we click here, all the stroke is outside of the fill. And when we click here, all the stroke is inside of the circle. So I like this on outwards. So we are done with here. Now let's see dash lines. So these are the dash. The dash is 12-bit width, and this how much gap. So the gap is now 12 bits. You can see from the dash. The dash also represent the gap. If we change it to 4, you can see now there the width of the dash is 12 bits, and the gap is 4 bits. You can this is continue from here. We can also add here 5 bits dashes then, and then 8 bits gap. So when we are done from here, you can see first there's a 12-bit dash, then there's a 4-bit gap, then there's a 5-bit dash, and then there's a 8-bit gap. So this continues like this. So for let's erase this and this because we don't want it. Now you can see, let's just increase the width to 6. You can see. Now we can change the height by changing the width of the stroke. You can see its height is decreasing. Let's keep the gap to 50. And just keep this to 25. Now you can see this. This looks good now. Let's just change the stroke to 8. This looks good. Now let's talk about arrowheads. You can add arrowheads to the lines, not to the circle, because they are not because the circle is not straight. So to add arrowhead to both the lines at the same time, just click one line, then press shift to select the other, then select the other. Now these two lines are selected. Let's go to more stroke, and we can add arrowheads. We can also add dash lines, but we will add arrowhead first. So this is the front side, the upper side. So we can just add this. You can see these are added up. Now this is the back side of the line. So we can just add these at the end, the arrow 31. Now you can see these arrow 31s are added at the back, and these are added at the front. So we can change their size by reducing the width of the line. This 8 looks good. Or 10 looks 9 looks good. We can also change their scales from here, and the scales from here. If the arrowheads are disarranged, like these are at the bottom position and these are at the upper position, or we just want to change them down here, we can just click here, and you can see these are now added like this. Let's just change them back. And so we are done with this. Just press escape from this block. Now let's just change the fill to no fill. Just be sure that you are at swatch to be getting no fill. So now you can see this has been made. We'll just first of all group them, which we learned in our last video. Just first of all remove them, and then let's group them together. So these are now grouped and we can arrange them. So let's put this back, and now let's arrange the arrows. Now let's increase their size by a little. So these looks perfect, the Archer Camp logo. So we are done for today. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Have a good day and bye.